Okay, thanks, Stu. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Raleigh Board of Selectmen meeting for October 1st, 2012. I'll call the meeting to order. Remind everybody that this meeting is being videotaped and audio taped. And with that, the first on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Stu, would you lead us in the pledge?
Certainly.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Stu. Okay, it's about 7:02, and first citizens' query will start at 7:05 and run till 7:15.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would like to ask for a moment of silence for our former building inspector, Jack Lahamadou, who passed away the other day with Triple E.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Stu. A moment of silence. Thank you, Stu. Thanks for reminding us.
Triple E?
Triple E.
No. Oh.
So, chairman's comments. As far as chairman's comments tonight, I just remind you tonight, this week is an important week. It's on the national scene. There's debates, and tune in. A well-informed public. That's important to know about candidates. And again, tell your neighbors and remind everybody that we're here every Monday night at 7 o'clock. And it's very important as people stop me and they say, well, you know, what's going on in town? I said, you need to tune in and listen to the meetings. Whatever board is on TV, you need to tune in and listen to the meetings to be well informed. So that's all I have to say on chairman's comments tonight. And moving on, we have at 7:15, an appointment with Tara Gibbs to talk about the Pine Grove School PTA, to discuss requests to use the town common for annual Fall Fest. Other than that, we have general business, new business, and old business. So we'll put the appointment to the side for now and move to general business. General business number 1, request from Deborah Rogers to serve on the 375th Anniversary Committee. Deborah Rogers has submitted a request to serve on the town's 375th Anniversary Steering Committee. Board of Selectmen needs to vote to appoint her through June 30th, 2012.
13.
I'm sorry, 2013. Misprint here.
Yes.
Okay. With that, any discussion from the board?
No, I have no.
No? Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion that we appoint Deborah Rogers to serve on the 375th Anniversary Committee through
Okay.
June 2013.
2013. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
As soon as the Library Board of Trustees meets, we may have requests for from Pam Jacobson and can't think of her name now.
Janet?
No, that's Michelle.
Oh, okay. Michelle
Ford.
Ford.
Yeah.
Michelle Ford. Okay. Sounds good.
Just couldn't think.
It happens to all of us. It gets more and more. It's like filling the blanks now at home with my wife. I say something and she fills in the blank for me. So.
We're all in the same boat as we get older.
Yes, we are.
Okay, moving on to general business number 2. We have road opening permit request from National Grid to open 54 Hillside Street for installation of a gas main for a new service. We look over see if everything's appropriate here. Everything seems to be signed off. Okay. With that, any questions from the board? Do I have a motion from the board?
So moved.
Second?
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we all have to sign this, gentlemen. It is now 7:05. Citizen query is now open. Joe, sign there. Jack over on the left there. Stu. Good. Thank you, Stu. Okay, moving on to general business number 3. Road opening permit, request for National Grid to open 42 Wilkes Road for installation of gas main for new service. Look it over. Everything seems to be in order. Any questions from the board? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Joe. Stu. Thank you, Stu. I lost the paper clip. There we go. Okay, moving on to general business number 4. Road opening permit request for National Grid to open 264 Newburyport Turnpike for a gas tie-in. Okay, let's see, applications, made by National Grid, Selectmen. Everything seems to be, oh, this is state road, right? We don't need
We're not
Scott's,
gonna do-
we don't need Scott's signature for this one. So, do I have a motion?
I thought we shouldn't take any
Okay,
action.
wait a minute, okay, you don't have to take action, that's right, it's on the state. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Stu. You just take note of this and just file it, correct?
Yeah, we actually called National Grid and told them they need to file it with Mass Highway.
Okay. Okay, moving on to general business number 5, and that is to sign state election warrants. So the last page. Oh, we have 5 copies to sign, or 7?
I believe there should be either 7 or 8 in there.
7 or 8. Okay. This will take up more of a meeting than anything else.
So just call for a motion to sign.
Oh, yes, sorry. Have a motion to
I'll make
sign
that
the
motion.
warrant. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Got ahead of myself. think that's the last one. Oh, there you go. I believe I got every one of them.
That's because we have to post so many copies around the town for the election.
There's 7 or
I think there's 8.
8.
Some interesting ballot questions, sure.
Yes, yes. For those who just tuned in, we're just finishing up signing the state election warrants, and there's numerous copies we have to sign. It is now 7:15, and citizen query is now over. And Tara Gibbs is in the audience right now. Tara. And Tara's here for a 7:15 appointment. As soon as we're through with signing the warrants, we will turn it over to Tara. How's that sound, Tara?
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you. Stu?
Thank you. Things like this, Tara, we need a rubber stamp.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Stu. Just make sure of the count. Six, 7, 8. I'm all set. All right. Tara, sorry for the delay. Paperwork. Okay, we have a 7:15 appointment with Tara Gibbs, Pine Grove School PTA, to discuss request to use the town common for annual Fall Fest. The Pine Grove School PTA is requesting to use the town common for their annual Fall Fest on the common. The date of the event will be Friday, October 26, 2012, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., which include time for setup and cleanup. The event will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The rain date is Sunday, October 28th, 2012, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., with the actual time of the event running from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tara told Debbie that if there is still a mosquito concern at the time of the event will be canceled. Also, Tara is working to obtain insurance certificate and will submit it to Debbie within the week. Comments have been received from the following departments, which are attached for board review. Police Chief Barker, no objections. Fire Chief Roderick, see attachment for conditions. Let's go to that. Chief, where is the chief? What's the last one? No. That's highway.
Right there.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Okay, Debbie, I have reviewed the letter. This is Chief Broderick, Fire Department. I have reviewed the letter from Tara Gibbs requesting use of the town common for a PTA Fall Fest. The Fire Department will support the festival with lights as we have done in the past, and have no other issues for the use of the common. And I will allow the use of propane grill with the following conditions. There is a designated area for the grill that is to cordon off so that only workers are in the area of the grill. There is also someone at the grill at all times that is operating. There is a fire extinguisher present to extinguish any fire that might happen. The grill is clean of built-up grease prior to the use on the common. That the grill is cool before it is removed from the premises. If the grill is a charcoal fired, that the appropriate measures are taken to remove the charcoal from the grill, and that it is not dumped into the trash. This is not to apply if the grill is propane. Please keep in mind that this is only for fire safety only, and that other town departments may have other conditions for cooking food. Respectfully, Chief Broderick, Fire Department. Okay, and Highway Supervisor Scott Levitt. Scott's comments are, good morning, Debbie. The PGS Fall Fest has always been a terrific event for all. The Highway Department will provide additional trash barrels at the designated areas, cones, in caution tape. Thank you, Scott Levitt. And Frank, Jeannie, Health Services Coordinator, no issues. Okay, if the board approves this request, it may consider approving it with the conditions as stipulated by the department heads and submittal of the appropriate insurance certificates, along with other conditions that the board may require. With that, I will turn it over to you, Tara.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to hear that everybody is backing this as they always have. Really, nothing this year is going to change. The only thing that changed was that I was the chosen one to chair this event this year. But other than that, I am close friends with the coordinator from the last couple of years. Her husband has offered not only to donate some of the food, but also to man the grill. And we also had another individual in mind to ask who has helped in the past. Safety is a concern. We will make sure that we go by all of the requirements of the fire chief. That's easy enough to do, and we'll make sure everything's cleaned up, and back in the condition that it was before we started. And the certificate will be delivered probably on Wednesday morning. We have a PTA meeting tomorrow night, and I can have one of the board members sign.
And this event is for?
The Pine Grove PTA sponsors a Fall Fest every fall.
And who can come to it?
It's a community event.
Okay.
Absolutely, anybody can come. There's still a few things that we're ironing out. It's always been a free admission, which is exactly what we intend to do this year. We just ask that anyone who comes to serve as an admission to bring a non-perishable food item for the Raleigh Food Pantry. We're gonna try really hard this year to collect as much as we can.
Good.
For the Raleigh Food Pantry.
It's good to hear. That's a
And
great.
hopefully in the next 3 weeks we'll get our hard frost so that we won't have a mosquito
Yes,
problem.
let's hope so. Well, that's nice that you're doing that for the food pantry. That's
wonderful.
They're good people over there, and they serve the community. I think you know that I harp about this every week about the food pantry, and try to get as much for them as I possibly can. They work hard for those less fortunate in the community. And I really think they're terrific people, and thank you for doing what you're doing.
You're welcome. We do have another idea in mind too, and because this is being broadcast, I don't want to say it yet, but we had another idea in mind to also help out the food pantry.
Okay, well, that's good.
Okay.
Well, if there's anything we can do, you want to come back and see us about that, okay?
Okay.
Any discussion from the board, questions?
Very good idea they're doing for the food pantry.
Excellent.
Hopefully
Excellent.
we can generate a lot of items that they need over there
Absolutely.
for needy people, whatever.
Yeah, the latest is they're looking for jellies and, let me see, tissues, jellies, jars of jam, and what was the other thing I brought up last week? Anybody remember what I talked about? It was one other item they were looking for.
I did intend to call them tomorrow.
Oh, good.
This all happened really fast. We didn't have somebody to take over, and so at our last PTA meeting, which was 2 weeks ago, all of a sudden we had sort of a scramble for someone to step up and do it. So I have a few phone calls to make. I appreciate that the highway department everyone's making plans and we haven't spoken to them yet. They're just doing kind of what they did last year, so everybody will be spoken to.
Have you put it up on community access?
It has not gone up yet. We have
Okay.
a list of, there's the listserv, the Pine Grove Times, there's a whole bunch of different
Okay.
community.
Well, that might be a way of getting that word out, whatever they need at the food pantry, and we get it on the community access.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many people watch the community access.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's great. Do I have a motion from the
I'll
board?
make that motion that we grant that permission for the Pine Grove School PTA to
Okay,
request the use of the.
I think I cut Stu off. Stu, did I cut you off?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'd like to second the motion contingent on Tara bringing in the insurance certificate to
Oh,
Debbie.
yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It will be done. We actually did have it, but we needed to, I guess there was a miscommunication about having to add the town, so we added the town, but we need a board signature, so.
Okay, I thought you brought it in tonight, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. With that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
These folks always do a nice job.
That's a lot of pressure. I've got it.
You'll get it. You'll get through it. Well,
Thank you.
well,
Very
thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, and everything works out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, do you have meetings, once a week? So there'll be.
Every Monday night
Okay,
at
But
7
not
o'clock.
next Monday night.
Not next Monday because of the holiday.
all right.
So
So if I were to maybe send you an email reminder and just say,
Sure.
you know, if you wanna let the community know, it's
Yep.
a big community event, and by
we
then
do
I'll.
we do that on our public announcements at the end. Okay.
Great.
Because you always hear us talking about, especially about the food pantry. The Raleigh market right now is on the common. That's going on. But if you
Yes.
you send that in, we'll broadcast that again. Okay.
Especially to target the 22nd where it's just before the event.
Okay, all right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay. Best of luck, and thank you again for working with the food pantry.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming in and stepping up to the plate for this, to
No.
organize this event.
No problem.
Thanks, Tara.
You bet.
Good night now. Okay, moving on to general business number 6. This is from the Raleigh Police Chief, Robert Barker. Appointment, honorable board members. I have recently completed a selection process for the position of reserve dispatcher due to 2 recent resignations. Based on the results of this process, I request that you appoint Tiffany Ray of Topsfield to the position of reserve dispatcher in matron effective October 2nd, 2012, and expiring June 30th, 2013. Ms. Ray has been employed as a probation officer at the Newburyport District Court for 12 years. A background investigation was performed by Detective Lieutenant Joseph Gamache, and Ms. Ray appears to have to be an excellent candidate for this position. Due to the recent changes in the law, Ms. Ray will be required to attend state-sponsored entry-level training program for dispatchers before she can assume her duties as the Raleigh Police Department. Any questions from the board?
I have no questions.
No questions.
Do I have a motion from the board?
I'll make a motion that we appoint Mrs. Ray to the position of dispatcher.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, that ends general business, and we now go on to new business. Letter of resignation from Triton School Committee member Lane Bourne. Lane Bourne has submitted a letter of resignation from the Triton School Committee to the Board of Selectmen effective October 15th, 2012. Attached, the letter has been filed with the town clerk. Section 1, paragraph B, vacancies covers the process for filling a vacancy on the school committee. Attached, the Board of Selectmen needs to post a notice of vacancy with a deadline for interested individuals to send letters of interest. The Board of Selectmen also needs to schedule a meeting with the remaining 2 Raleigh representatives to the Triton School Committee to interview and select Lane Bourne's replacement. The selected person will serve until the next annual town election. To the Board of Selectmen, to the Honorable Board of Selectmen, it is with deepest regret that I must inform you of my decision to resign from the Triton Regional School Committee, effective Monday, October 15th, 2012. I must also step down from the Democratic Town Committee as well as any of the boards on which I am currently serving, effective October 15th, 2012. I have been very much enjoyed the privilege and honor of serving the students and families, employees of the town, of the Triton Regional School Committee District, and the people of the town of Raleigh. Yours in service, Lane Bourne. And this is going on. Anyways, Mr. Bourne is off on a new career, going to the other side of the country, and we wish him all the best. And he has served the town for many number of years, so we wish him all the best. Now, this agreement, talking about a replacement candidate, Regional District School Committee. This is out of Section 1. The powers and duties of the Regional School District shall be vested and exercised by the Regional School District Committee, herein sometime referred to as the committee. The regional, am I reading the correct one? No, I should be down
No,
one.
just B.
Excuse me, B, vacancies. Any vacancy occurring on the Regional District School Committee for any cause shall be filled by the local Board of Selectmen and the remaining Regional District School Committee members from the town in which the vacancy occurs. Such replacement shall serve until the next scheduled Regional District School Committee election, at which time the candidate shall be elected to the remainder of the term. Okay. With that, so we need to do a couple of things tonight. So first of all, we need to find and get when the other, have we found anything out about the other school committee members, when they can?
Well, no, I didn't take any action until the board discussed this matter.
First of all, can I have a motion to accept the resignation of Lane Bourne?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All
Jack has it,
Okay.
with regrets.
yes.
With regrets,
With
yes.
regrets. All those in favor?
Aye.
With regrets.
Should we send them a letter too?
Yes, let's,
Be
yeah.
an order
Yes,
from
that
the
would be
board.
an honor. Let's,
Send a nice letter to
send a
Lane.
letter to Lane and,
Yeah.
and thank him for his
Yeah.
service to the
Yeah,
town.
he's
He was-
worked on town boards.
He is, Lane served,
Yeah,
what,
he's a
on
member of the
cons-
Board of Selectmen.
Right,
He served on the Conservation Committee, he
Conservation,
served
yeah.
Board of Selectmen, he was the chairman of the board at one time,
Right.
and, School Committee, yes.
Yeah.
We send a letter to, and all the members sign that,
right.
sign that. And again, Lane, if you're listening, thank you so much for your service to the town. Okay, so, the next thing we need to do is to set up,
Post a
can we,
vacancy.
We
can
should
we,
probably post this and, find out a time that the other 2 school committee members can, attend a meeting. Now, Lane's resignation is not effective until October 15th anyway, so,
Yes.
I mean,
okay,
um,
so,
so if there's some suggested dates, and then if you wanna post this with a date certain that letters of interest need to be filed by, and then if, presume that the selectmen and the school committee members, if there's more than one, will wanna meet with the individuals that evening
okay,
in
so,
that meeting.
with, our next meeting is when? October
15th.
The 15th.
15th, that day. So,
We might want to post the opening for later for the,
Yeah.
where
well,
his
he's still-
is
he's still-
effective
he's
till,
still- he's still-
until
he's
the
still-
15th.
Until the 15th, he is still the school committee member. So we should probably not do it until the 15th to,
Till the 22nd, if he's still,
Yeah, I mean, we have to find out when the other 2 school committee
Yeah.
members are available, if they're, what nights they're available, and then have enough
Okay.
time to get the word out, so that if people wanna submit a letter, they're gonna have enough time to see it posted.
how long will we need to post this? for a vacancy?
Well, I think it's up to the board to decide, but I would recommend it, at least be a couple of weeks.
Okay.
How about if we do this, gentlemen? Lane
Yeah, he goes to
resigns
the
the
15th.
15th. How about if we ask the other two members of the Raleigh School Committee to come in on the 22nd? That's 3 weeks from tonight.
Okay, but we
And we
can't-
could post the notice of the vacancy with letters of interest due by the 18th,
Yes, and then that
so that we
anyone
can have them
interested
before that meeting.
needs to, is requested to attend that meeting. I mean, I presume you want those, because we'll need to schedule it on the agenda. If
Right.
we've got 3 people interested, maybe 15 or 10 minutes each
Sure.
to meet with the selectmen and the school committee
So-
reps, right?
The 18th sound fine? Does
I
that
would
sound
think
good
it
to the
would
other
be a-
members?
Yeah, to post, like you'd post tomorrow, Debbie, for the vacancy for 14 days, maybe.
Yeah, I would have the deadline, as Selectman Perry just suggested, by October 18th by 4 p.m. or something like that.
That sounds good.
Right.
And that the interested individuals, must attend the October 22nd meeting.
There's no time frame to post the vacancy, is there?
No, there's nothing in
Okay.
that
all right.
language that I saw on that.
Okay, let's, and can we also get it up on the community access?
I guess the most important thing for us is if we are unable to reach the 2 school committee reps and if they're not available,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want us to do?
Well,
Push this out?
Let's find out first.
Well,
when
we
they
should
can-
be able to find that out before the meeting on the 15th, and then we
and then
can,
we'll do
if we have to, we could reschedule it from, not have it on the 22nd, maybe the 29th.
Okay.
But we would hope that they could be available for the 22nd.
Okay, so I'll have a backup date
Well,
then
let me
would
see.
be October 29th.
I would like to, I'm not gonna be here for the 29th. If not the 29th, then it'll be the 5th. Well, let's, yeah, because this is an important appointment.
Well, it seems though that they're aware, aren't they? They were notified when they at the last school committee do.
Correct.
So they should be aware of this coming
they
up.
should be.
So I mean, there's
Let's do-
just 2 members.
Mhm.
We should be able to get together with
Let's
them.
find out when Monday nights they're
Yeah.
available, okay?
Yeah.
And have them notify us. Sound good?
I would like to have the full board here, that if they
Yes.
can come in on the 22nd, be sure the 5 of us will be here.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll proceed, post a notice with letters of interest by October 18th. And at this point tentatively plan for Monday, October 22nd.
Right.
And if not, a backup date would be November 5th.
November
And we
5th.
need a motion to do that.
It would be preferable to
I'll
have
make
that.
that motion.
Have the motion, do I have a
Second.
second? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
For the vacancy to be posted with the letters of interest due the 18th, and the meeting scheduled for the for October 22nd to interview the candidates with the other 2 school committee members,
With the backup date of November 5th.
with the backup date of November 5th.
Okay.
Second that.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Jim. Okay. Discuss representative to the Merrimack Valley Planning Commission, Regional Brownfields Advisory Commission. Merrimack Valley Planning Commission is reconvening its Regional Brownfields Advisory Committee. This committee is made up of a representative of each of the cities and towns of the Merrimack Valley Planning Commission. Frank Mangini serves as the coordinator of health services and regulatory compliance. He is the town's point person on brownfields concerns and has represented the town at the Merrimack Valley Planning Commission sponsored brownfields meeting. Board of Selectmen will need to vote to appoint Frank as the town's representative to the board. Any questions from the board about Frank and about the brownfields position?
I think he's a good candidate for the position.
I think he is.
Yes.
With that, anything from you, Stu?
No, I think he's a very good candidate for the job, for the appointment
I
to
agree.
Brownfield.
Do I have a motion from the board?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Frank is the man. Okay, we are out of new business and into old business. Health Department update on mosquito virus concerns. Coordinator of Health Services, Frank Genie, has reported that Raleigh did not have any positive test results for Eastern equine encephalitis virus or West Nile virus last week. Frank told Debbie that on the evening of Monday, September 24th, Northeast Mosquito Control conducted truck spraying in the Hammond Street area all the way up to Route 1A through Raleigh, including the side streets going east. Application continued west of Route 1A along Weathersfield Street, Bradford Street, and the surrounding areas until the temperature dropped too low to continue. This was in response to a positive triple E mosquito pool found in the Hammond Street area. Frank reported that on the evening of Thursday, September 27th, Northeast Mosquito Control conducted a truck spray application of the Pine Grove School grounds, Veterans Field, Haley Field, and the Raleigh Cemetery. Frank told Debbie that the cooler evening temperatures may be reducing mosquito activity, though the season will continue until the first good frost occurs. The Health Department reminds residents to continue taking personal precautions to protect themselves against mosquito-borne illnesses. Frank is continuing to monitor the situation, and residents are urged to contact the Health Department 948-2231 if they have any questions. Again, I saw Frank on Friday, late Friday afternoon, and Frank gave me the mosquito update at that time, and basically what we have here. So, that's that with mosquito update, and hopefully we have a freeze soon, and that will end it for this year. Okay, gentlemen, we have minutes for September 17th, 2012. Has everyone read the minutes?
Yes, I have.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any questions on the minutes for September 17th, 2012? No questions?
I don't have any questions.
Do I have a motion to accept the minutes for September 17th?
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, we only have announcements left, and with that, the Raleigh Food
Could I-
Pantry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Could I interrupt?
Sure, certainly can.
I hope that everybody got the good news this morning that at 7 a.m., as of October 1st, the water ban was lifted
Yes,
by the Water Department, and it was posted on the Water Department website.
that is good news. Thank you, Joe. Just thank you for reminding me. Yes, it was raised this morning, right?
Right, 7 a.m. this
7
morning.
a.m. this morning. Okay. So I noticed that my grass is starting to come back to life from the rain. Thank you, Joe. That's good news. Raleigh Food Pantry is in need of donations. The Raleigh Food Pantry is open Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Thursdays from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Again, they could use small jars of jellies and jams. That's something that is in need. They also mentioned some tissue papers and some paper towels and things like that. So if you can drop them off at the library, or you can drop them after the hours I gave you. Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Thursdays from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Again, they do. I want to thank everybody at the food pantry, the wonderful work they do to take care of those less fortunate within our community. Thank you so much. And again, if you have the ability to drop off those items, please do. Again, it helps those in need in our community. Thank you. Raleigh Farmers Market will continue through the fall on Sunday mornings, depending upon the amount of crops available to sell. So with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make that motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Next week is a holiday. With that, good night.